Today on MTG Unpacked, we're cracking open the first of the Ravnica Allegiance guild kits. So today we'll be taking a look at the best guild, Rakdos. So that is the black and red color combo there. So it looks like we got a cool pin here already, and Rakdos Lord of Riots. We get a foil card. And what else do we have here? Welcome to the Cult of Rakdos. This box holds all the twisted tools you need to cast off the petty rules of society and indulge your darkest desires with abandon. Alright, and we get a Rakdos deck box, 60 card deck assembled from all 3 Ravnica blocks, plus special Rakdos basic lands. So I think that's basically implying there that it is not standard legal. You get a Rakdos sticker, pin, spin down life counter, and 5 double-sided tokens and guild-themed insert. Alright, so let's crack this open and take a look. And normally on this channel, we bless the packs, but I don't think there are any packs to bless. This is the same thing in every box. So these guys will be moved aside. They're mere decorations this time. So let's get stuck into this and take a look at what we get here. Alright, oh, whole bunch of stuff. What on earth? Okay, so Rakdos sticker. Alright. And what is in here? How can we... Alright, a cool die. 7. 16, nope. Alright, and... a nice pin here. We'll get a closer look at that if we can focus here, please. And we do not want to focus, apparently. Okay, so that's the pin. Pretty cool. And what is this? The fantastic, sensational art of Rakdos living. Okay, so they're really about the Carnage type circus atmosphere, at least in this block. So here we go, here's a list. We got cards from Return to Ravnica, Dissension, Dragon's Maze even. Okay, so a lot of stuff there from the RTR block, and a cool poster here on the back. And a deck box, which we can assemble like so for our deck. And let's take a closer look at this foil. This is pretty nice. So we have Rakdos Lord of Riots, legendary creature, demon. It wants to focus over there for some reason. 6/6 for 4 mana. And we are having all the focus problems today. Legendary creature, demon. You can't cast a spell unless an opponent lost life this turn. Has flying and trample. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. And I really like the foiling on that. And it's a mythic! Alright, very cool. So let's set that aside up in the corner here. And I think it's maybe focusing on these guys. So we'll move them out of the way. Alright, so the deck proper. Let's crack it open. Take a look at what we get here. And leave a note in the comments. Are you planning to pick this up or one of the other guilds? Let me know. I'm curious who is a Rakdos fan and who is not. Who is a fan of one of the other guilds. Okay, so we have some guild gates. We'll take a look at the mana base here first. So lands. Alright, let's move those aside. And they always put them in the middle for some reason. Okay. So, what do we get here? We get a Rakdos Carnarium, enters the battlefield tapped, and enters battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Okay, so can tap it for black or red. We get 4 of those, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and some guild gates. Different artwork there, that's pretty cool. 4 of those, and oh, I like the artwork on these. So swamps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably get a similar number of mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that is our mana base, pretty equal. They normally like to keep things balanced. Okay, so let's get stuck into the actual deck here. We have a Rix Mardy Reveler, creature human shaman, 2/2 for 2 mana, has Spectacle 2, a swamp and a mountain. So you can cast this spell for its spectacle cost rather than its mana cost if an opponent lost life this turn. And when it enters the battlefield, discard a card, then draw a card. If its spectacle cost was paid instead, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. And I think the artwork on here is pretty cool. You've got the flaming skulls. Looks like they've got nails hammered into them. So, yep. Typical Rakdos there. So just one of those. Oh, here's some old school artwork. Lyrolda the Blood Witch, legendary creature, human cleric, 3/1 for 3 mana. This is another rare. Pay 2, sack a creature, and it deals 2 damage to any target if the sacrificed creature was red. Draw a card if the sacrificed creature was black. So take your pick. Sack a black or a red creature depending on what you want to do. Oh, that's cool. Avatar of Discord. Creature avatar, 5/3 for 3 mana. So take your pick of colors there. With flying, when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard 2 cards. Alrighty. Oh, this is nice. They're loading it up with a mythic. We have the Spawn of Mayhem. Creature demon, 4/4 for 4 mana. Spectacle cost is 1 and 2 swamps, has flying and trample at the beginning of your upkeep. It deals 1 damage to each player. Then if you have 10 or less life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Pretty cool. And next we have a Rakdos Pit Dragon. Creature dragon, 3/3 for 4 mana. Pay 2 mountains, it gains flying until end of turn. Pay 1 mountain, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And it has this Hellbent ability. It has double strike as long as you have no cards in hand. Alrighty. Oh, another mythic. Master of Cruelties. What the heck? Creature demon, 1/4 for 5 mana with first strike and death touch. It can only attack alone, and whenever it attacks a player and it isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage to this combat. Alright, that is pretty nasty. Okay. And it seems we're getting a lot of one-of rares here. I guess they want to keep the game sort of unpredictable. Next we have some cool artwork here. Carnival Hellsteed. Creature, Nightmare Horse, 5/4 for 6 mana with first strike and haste. Also has this Unleash ability. You may have this creature enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. It can't block as long as it has a +1/+1 counter on it. Pretty cool. Oh my god, we're getting all the rares here. Okay, Rakdos the Defiler. Legendary creature demon, 7/6 for 6 mana. This reminds me of the guy in Doom, that big creature, the big demon. Has flying and trample, and whenever it attacks, sack half the non-demon permanents you control rounded up. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player sacks half the non-demon permanents they control rounded up. Okay. And another mythic. Atvara Hellkite. Creature dragon, 6/6 for 8 mana with flying. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, create a 6/6 red dragon creature token with flying. Fantastic artwork there. Another rare. I'm curious if they load them all up like this. This is pretty cool. Dreadbore. Sorcery for 2. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. And yet another rare. Theatre of Horrors. This is an enchantment for 3. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play cards exiled with Theatre of Horrors. Pay 3 in a mountain, and it deals 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. And this is one that is actually legal in the current standard. So that's from Ravnica Allegiance. But a lot of these are not. Okay, next we have Demon Fire. Sorcery for X and a mountain. It deals X damage to any target. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead. And it also has Hellbent. If you have no cards in hand, the spell can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. And another mythic! Rakdos' Return. Sorcery for X, a swamp and a mountain that deals X damage to target opponent or planeswalker that player or that planeswalker's controller discards X cards. Alright, so maybe that is it for the rares and mythics. I've really loaded it up here. I'm really impressed with that. We get a dragon token, which actually on the other side, what do we get here? Has a token creature, Goblin! Yes, we love the goblins here on MTG Unpacked. And incidentally, I'm planning to start a series of goblin hunting, so stay tuned for that. So we get another dragon, another goblin. So 3, 4, and 5. Okay, nice selection of tokens there. What else do we get? We get a Rakdos Cackler. Creature Devil, 1/1 for a single mountain or swamp. Look at that guy. Creepy. So we get 1, 2 of those. Thrill Kill Assassin with Death Touch and Unleash. Alrighty. Rakdos Guildmage. Creature Zombie Shaman. Look at that. Delightful. Okay. So we get 1, 2 of those. Actually, there's a lot of cards I've never seen here before. I was not playing in some of those earlier blocks, and I haven't opened a ton of RTR, so I'm not really familiar with a lot of these. Rakdos Shred-Freak. Look at all those knives. That looks pretty nasty. So that was a common. Splatter Thug. Jagged Poppet. What the heck? Ogre Warrior. That seems like a weird name for an ogre. Okay, so that is an uncommon. Crypt Champion. Creature Zombie. Look at that guy. Fantastic. Rakdos Firewheeler. Okay, so this is more familiar from Ravnica Allegiance. Blade Juggler. Riot Spikes. Rakdos Signet. Okay, so this one's to get some mana there. So you get 2 of those. Rakdos Charm. And this one you can choose either exile all cards from target player's graveyard, destroy target artifact, or each controller. Each creature deals 1 damage to its controller. Rakdos Keyrune. And I like this ability here. You can turn it into a 3/1 black and red devil artifact creature with first track until end of turn. Skewer the critics! There we go. That is a bit of a staple now in the red decks. Red deck wins or the burn decks. Pretty cool. Augur Spree. Dead Revels. Cackling Flames. I'd like to see that in foil. That'd be pretty cool. Wrecking Ball. And if I'm not mistaken, are these little goblins? It looks like it. They've got the performing goblins in the circus. Fantastic. And split card here, Carnival and Carnage. And that's it. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. I'm honestly impressed with the number of, I mean, you look at the number of rares and mythics. Probably 30% are rares and mythics, so that's pretty cool. And actually, you're probably getting more than your value back. I think these retail for 20 each, 20 US, and I paid about 16, so it was like 80 for all 5. So was pretty pleased with that. Let me know what you think of this deck. Is it something you're planning to pick up? Have you played with the guild kits before, and what do you think back in the guilds of Ravnica? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. And stay tuned over the next couple of days. We're going to be working our way through all the rest of the new guilds here. So thanks for watching and have a great day.